Father's Day was June 21st, but what does it really mean to be a dad? It's a tough question, especially when you're young. But as producer Yasmin Marino shows us, a program in Aurora helps fathers and their families find the answers.
Brandon Williams is one proud papa. He has 5 children ranging in age from 6 months to 9 years. While fatherhood seems to come easy to him now, it wasn't always this way.
One of the major things is we're treated as we did something wrong.
Brandon became a young stepdad to his 3 oldest children after marrying their mom in his early 20s. He didn't get a lot of support.
I'd go as far to even say it's 99% negative. It just feels that bad, you know. They look at it as such a mistake and they say, life is over. What are you thinking, you know? And I understand the hurt that some people might look at you and see potential or just different things, but there's a different way to express it, I believe, and you got to encourage and you have to build them back up.
That's why a unique program called Glass Hearts was created.
My wife and I, Gretchen, started Glass Hearts a little bit over 4 years ago. We started it to work with young adults in the community. We were seeing more and more young adults fall through the cracks. And as we got involved in that, what we discovered was there was a whole lot of resources for young moms, but there wasn't a whole lot of resources for young dads.
Rick Ellsmore is the co-founder of Glass Hearts and the executive director of its Young Dads Achieving Careers program.
So we started the group and you showed up. And what? Tell me a little bit about that.
Rick says he sees a lot of young dads who face many struggles in their lives, even before becoming a young parent, which is why his program is called Glass Hearts.
It's something that my wife came up with, but we kind of look at it in a way that you can sit down with any person and they're going to have broken pieces in their lives. They're going to have what I call shards. There's stuff there that is painful or just part of their story that needs to be worked through. So that really is the component that we work on, is helping people understand that those broken pieces can be really put together and be a beautiful thing and a powerful thing.
He had one of his young dads express his feelings through art, using old car doors as the canvas. The first version is shattered and dark. The second? The pieces may still be broken, but they've come closer together, almost whole again. That's the goal of Glass Hearts.
I tend to look at it like a house. You know, you go to a house that's kind of worn down and beat up. You really have 2 options. One is you can scrape it, or you can look at it something to be restored. And I look at these young men as needing somebody to come along, to coach them, to help them in being restored, especially those broken pieces.
The program is geared towards dads 25 and younger. It teaches them the skills to be a good father and a good provider through relaxed and informal one-on-one and group counseling. Glass Hearts works with a number of other organizations like the Aurora Strong Resilience Center, Aurora Public Schools, and Children's Hospital Colorado.
In medicine, we can tell people what to do till we're blue in the face, and oftentimes we don't see that change until the person that we're working with trusts us and believes that we have their best interest. And I think that's the thing that's exciting about Rick's program, is that I think the guys really see that he has their best interest at heart.
Dr. Stephen Scott is the director of the Colorado Adolescent Maternity Program, as well as the chairman of Pediatric and Adolescent Gynecology at Children's Colorado. He says about 80% of young moms are raising their child alone just 1 year after giving birth.
We don't necessarily expect couples to stay together as teens. I know there's a lot of difficulties and struggles surrounding that, but we hope that we can help them to be the best co-parents that they can be. We can eliminate conflicts, which we feel will really benefit children in the community.
His organization and Glass Hearts were recently awarded a grant to work together to help young parents with co-parenting and conflict resolution skills.
I want to be the man that my sons want to grow up to be, you know, and I want to be the man that my daughters see that inside of a man, and they're not falling back on some hard times because of some of the other decisions that were made prior to that.
Glass Hearts is helping Brandon and other young dads find their way.
I've never sat down with one of these young dads and had them say, I want to be a bad dad. Every single one of them has said, I don't want to be like my dad, or I want to be a better dad, or I really want to be there for my kids, which I think is contrary to what people think.
it's encouraged me even more to say I am a young dad. I don't take shame in that. I'm gonna go forth and provide and be the best dad I can be and be the best person I can be to this world at that point too, so that they can see there is success in whether or not I had a kid young or stepped even into a marriage young. High five.
For Aurora News Weekly, I'm Yasmin Marino.
Well, thanks to Glass Hearts, Brandon has a steady job with Aurora Public Schools as a bus driver. He's also a talented rapper known as B. Will. You can learn more about Glass Hearts at glasshearts.org. It's in the Aurora Strong Resilience Center and is also available in Jefferson County.